So we're excited to tell you all about AllSpice. Do you have the remote? My name's Kyle. I've been doing product development in consumer electronics for the last 7 years. I've worked on products amounting to over 10 million unit sales shipped.
My name is Valentina. I was a project manager at Amazon before coming back to Boston to go to business school, where we met as part of the new MS MBA program at Harvard. So today's world demands connectivity. There's a surge in IoT devices, smarter consumer electronics, robotics, and industrial automation. And all that requires hardware development. However, the development tools that engineers have doesn't support the kind of fast-paced, dynamic, and iterative process that the world needs. The software industry has built itself an incredible ecosystem that allows for fast iteration, continuous development, and continuous integration, but hardware hasn't caught up to that yet. This means that it's a very cumbersome and slow process. It takes about 3 weeks to push a minor change to a hardware product. This translates to multiple hours wasted by engineers every week in non-value-add tasks, imports and exports, copying and pasting between softwares. It also means that there is significant data loss because it lives in isolated systems that don't communicate with each other. It also means millions of dollars that companies spend trying to connect one platform to the next. And at the bottom of all of this, there are teams with ineffective communication and very poor collaboration. The hardware ecosystem today is very fragmented. There's very big players in the space that have no incentive to play well with each other. And we are trying to change that. At AllSpice, we're building software tools to enable hardware development, to automate their processes and collaborations so that the engineers can focus on designing their next amazing products. What can you do with AllSpice? So with AllSpice, we are trying to manage the entire design history from conception with Git power revision control that works directly with engineering files. We are trying to help collaboration, providing a centralized platform where communication, notes, and conversations get connected to the design files. And we're trying to open the door for analytics, trying to bring the information at the right time so that you can find out things like cost or performance when it's still early on in the process and you can make changes without impacting your schedule.
So I'll tell you a little bit about where we are today. When we started the UFirst program in June, we've conducted over 35 interviews with over 15 companies in the hardware ecosystem. We've worked with the Underscore mentor team actually to narrow our initial ideas down to one focused value proposition around streamlining the electronic design workflow. We've also turned that into a functional prototype that we're trialing with several hardware design companies in the area. You can see the 3 pieces of our initial prototype are the design files, revision history, and the collaborative view. So currently, we're starting school in September, our final year of graduate school. We're turning some of our initial trials into larger scale pilot programs, working with a few key customers in this space. We're actually incredibly excited to hear about one of the principal engineers that we showed our tool to actually told us it's something he'd been dreaming about for about 10 years. So we're moving on from there. We're graduating in May. And we're raising a pre-seed seed round around a lot of our early prototypes and pilots. Which brings us to our final ask, which is if you know anybody who's an innovative senior hardware engineer or hardware manager, please pass them our way. We're also interested in communicating with anybody who's interested in investing and passionate about this space. Thank you.